couple of years ago, I was teaching a retirement class and I met a guy, we're gonna call him John. He had a noticeable limp, a permanent scowl, and a knack for arguing with just about everything I said. But the moment I mentioned you don't need $1 million to retire, you would have thought I had insulted his wife. The financial media would have you believe that there's some magic number, like we're all the same person. Often that number is over $1 million. So I asked, is it possible to retire with less? I'll wait here for my answer. Of course it is. People retire without $1 million every single day. But here's the thing. The less you have, the more intentional your planning needs to be. The less you have, the more important good financial habits become. With the right approach, you can achieve what I like to call SECURiMENT, a term I so shrewdly made up by simply combining security and retirement. Hi, I'm Darryl Rosen, and welcome to the Retirement Guide channel. My firm, SECURiMENT Wealth, helps people nationwide achieve financial security in retirement. In this video, I have 6 steps to retire comfortably without $1 million nest egg. Let's start today by referencing my favorite book. No, not the critically acclaimed by my family, The SECURiMENT Method, 14 5-star reviews available on Amazon. I'm referring to this book, The Psychology of Money. One giant takeaway from a book I wish I'd read 35 years ago is to have more money, you need to earn more, save more, and want less. We're gonna hit on all 3 in your plan to retire with less than $1 million. You're certainly gonna wanna save as much as you can, and that starts with your retirement account. I wanna make sure you're maximizing contributions to your retirement accounts. Building a retirement foundation is like building a house. It starts with the strong base. Your 401k or IRA is that base, and it offers stability and growth. Traditional accounts lower your taxable income now, while Roth accounts provide tax-free withdrawals later. Both very good strategic moves for your future. If your employer offers a match, it's like free building materials. Don't pass it up. Yes, I know that was lame. I'm done now with the house reference. Make sure to contribute enough to get the full match and give your savings an instant boost. It's also very important to regularly review how much you're contributing and increase it every year, especially if you're earning more income. Even small increases can add up over time. And if you haven't done enough, that's okay. Even experts make mistakes. Lisa Munell, a well-known retirement researcher, admitted she didn't save in Roth 401ks, which have allowed for tax-free withdrawals. She also regretted using after-tax savings to pay for her child's wedding. Mistakes happen and we can learn from them. And here's our first SECURiMENT tip of the video. Starting in 2025, people aged 60 to 63 can contribute almost $35,000 annually to their 401ks. That's a new rule. The catch-up provision is higher than before for 50 and over, much higher. So take advantage of those catch-up contributions to supercharge your savings and growth. Here's another SECURiMENT tip. Watch out for the following ways to sabotage growth in these tax-deferred accounts. Number 1, neglecting to roll over old 401ks. When changing jobs, some individuals leave the 401k accounts with former providers, and this leads to forgotten or mismanaged funds. Consolidating these accounts into a rollover IRA or transferring them to the new employer's plan can probably provide better options and easier management. Number 2, taking out loans against the 401k. Borrowing from your 401k might seem like an easy way to access funds in an emergency, but it can be a costly mistake. These loans from 401ks typically need to be repaid with interest, and if you leave your job, you may be required to repay the loan in full in a short period of time. If you can't repay, the loan is treated as a distribution, which could lead to taxes and penalties. You don't want any of that. And the third thing is that 401k plans offer a variety of investment options, but not all are created equal. Some funds have higher expense ratios, which can eat into your returns over time. Investors often overlook these fees, but they can have a significant impact on your retirement savings. Okay, so let's dive into the next big topic, Social Security. My perspective on the claiming decision might surprise you. It's sort of important, but its significance increases the less you have saved. Let's be honest. Someone with a couple million in the bank has more financial flexibility, whereas Social Security plays a bigger role for those with fewer assets. And since we don't have a crystal ball to predict how long we'll live, the timing can matter. You're probably gonna want to delay for higher payouts. You know that every year you wait to collect Social Security, that benefit amount increases up till age 70. And that benefit increase amount can be about 8%. So delaying can significantly boost your income in later years. The timing is key. And we know that waiting to claim isn't always an option for everyone. There are reasons to take. But if you have other income, part-time work or other sources, delaying your benefits might be more achievable and rewarding. Here's a SECURiMENT tip. Claiming Social Security while still earning a high income, it can create complications. If your earnings exceed certain limits or thresholds, Social Security, they may temporarily reduce your benefits because they don't consider you to be retired. They're going to repay the withheld amounts later, but it may not be worth the hassle. Keep in mind the income limits vary depending on how close you are to full retirement age. So make sure you're informed before deciding. Best strategy depends on your unique situation, not your neighbor or the guy at Starbucks. So consider consulting a financial advisor to make an informed decision that aligns with your goals and financial needs. And just so you know, I help many viewers with flat-free retirement planning and hourly consulting if you have specific questions. Click on the link in my bio to see if I'm the right fit for you. Just because my sons have to tolerate me doesn't mean you have to. Commercial over. Okay, let's keep moving. And remember, I have a few warnings for you later in this video. Retirement doesn't have to mean the end of earning money. Many retirees that I know find that working part-time or starting a side gig, it not only boosts their finances, but also adds purpose and keeps them engaged, which is so important. So I want you to consider earning extra income while enjoying retirement. Consider flexible options like opportunities to consult or freelance or tutoring. These jobs let you set your own hours and keep your schedule flexible so you can still enjoy having some free time to yourself and earning extra cash. Turn hobbies into income. Do you love crafting or cooking or teaching? You can turn your passions into a profitable side gig. I know people that sell handmade items, or they give lessons, or even blogging about their favorite hobby. All this brings a little bit of money in and it's fun. I know I'll be making videos as a side hustle when I retire, so please keep watching. Do it for the children. One of my clients, Diane, she's always baking, and after retiring, she started selling her homemade cookies at local farmers markets. So what she loves is she brings in a little extra cash, but she's meeting new people and hearing how much they love her cookies. I mean, come on. The cookies are really good, by the way. I wouldn't eat beforehand. You'll get your calories. I also have a client who works at a golf course. I have a client who replaces magazines at the local Walmart. Whatever the case, earning this kind of supplemental income, what it does is it takes pressure off your retirement savings, and it might help you enjoy a more comfortable lifestyle without always worrying about depleting your nest egg. Plus, it's a great way to stay active and connected. Okay, so I started this video by mentioning the book, The Psychology of Money, one of my favorite books. And one of its key lessons is the concept of wanting less. And I've learned over the years that having a comfortable retirement, really, it isn't just about how much you've saved. It's more about spending wisely. And that when you make thoughtful choices, you can stretch your savings and enjoy your retirement without the constant financial stress which drives people crazy. I want you to think about adopting a less is more lifestyle without sacrificing comfort. In The Psychology of Money, the author highlights that wealth is what you don't see. Those words blew my mind when I read them. True wealth is not about flashy possessions or status. It's really about needing less or finding contentment. And when you align your wants with what you already have, you free yourself from the endless cycle of spending and upgrading. By wanting less, you avoid the hedonic treadmill where the excitement of new purchases fades very quickly. Instead, you focus on saving and building financial stability. This mindset helps you live below your means, it helps you save more, and it helps you create opportunities for freedom, whether that's retiring earlier or pursuing passions or just spending time with loved ones. But here's an important warning. Don't wait too long to enjoy your money. Spend while you're younger and healthier. I want you to ask yourself, your advisor, how much can I safely spend now based upon the resources? You could also think, what happens if I spend a bit more for the first 5 years of retirement? How does that look? What does it change? I want you to push the envelope a little bit and spend on what truly matters. So here's some SECURiMENT tips. Trim the fat. Take a look at your expenses. Are you paying for things that you barely use, subscriptions or too many takeout meals? Small changes can have a oversized impact on how much you save over time. Also, perhaps thinking about downsizing your home. If your house feels too big or costly, consider downsizing. A smaller home often means lower utility bills, taxes, less maintenance. And what it does is it frees up money for what you really value. And then there are smart lifestyle swaps, like shopping secondhand, traveling during off seasons, or borrowing instead of buying. Small intentional choices like these add up without making you feel like you're sacrificing. Because retirement is not about cutting out everything fun and being non-fun, as my family often describes me. It's about making smart decisions so you can enjoy the life you've worked your whole life for. without worry. Simplify where it makes sense and you'll free up resources for what truly matters. Let's transition to speaking about investments. I want you to invest wisely with a diversified portfolio. Now, even without a giant nest egg, smart investing can help you grow your savings and protect your assets against inflation. The key is to build a diversified portfolio that's tailored to your risk tolerance, your time horizon, and evolving retirement needs. And so what I found is many retirement portfolios start with a traditional asset allocation model, a mix of stocks and bonds and alternative investments. And that's designed to match your risk profile. But retirement isn't static, it changes as you age. So I want you to ask yourself, is my portfolio too conservative or too aggressive for where I am in retirement? Am I protecting the funds I'll need soon while letting the other investments grow? Are my investments meeting both short-term needs and long-term goals? Here's a SECURiMENT tip for a balanced portfolio. Think about a diverse asset mix, a combination of stocks, bonds, and other assets, which would offer growth potential while managing the risk. Shift towards a more conservative investment approach as you age retirement to preserve capital, at least for the initial years of retirement. Think about low-cost index funds, which often can provide, there's a ton of them, broad market exposure, minimal fees, and they're really a cost-effective choice for long-term growth. And then you want to always be rebalancing, regularly adjusting your portfolio to maintain your desired asset allocation. Because what we really want to do is to ensure your investments stay aligned with your goals and your time horizon. You should consider dividend stocks, but please heed this warning. Dividend stocks are great, they're wonderful, but remember, they're still stocks. They go up and down. Maybe not as much as tech stocks and that kind of thing, but they still can be volatile. So here's a SECURiMENT tip. You never take risks with money you need to pay your bills. Plain and simple, and this includes dividend stocks. Working with a financial advisor can help you tailor a strategy that optimizes growth while safeguarding your assets and supporting your retirement goals. And last but not least, leverage community resources and support. There's all kinds of community programs like local organizations that offer free and low-cost activities, classes, social events for retirees. There's financial assistance. You can explore government programs like Supplemental Security Income, SSI, or low-income home energy assistance. There's all kinds of stuff. You have to be eligible, but there are a lot of things available to you. These resources can enhance your quality of life without straining your finances, which is really what we're trying to do. The bottom line is retiring comfortably without $1 million nest egg is not only possible, but also realistic with the right approach. It's not what you have, it's what you spend. If you like this video, you might enjoy one of these other ones, and thanks for watching.